Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energy, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. All right. Thank you all so much for your kind, supportive comments. Not only supporting me in this channel, but supporting each other in the comments. Such a lovely community, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. This is a co-creative experience. It's a collaboration. And so I'm grateful that you're here and allowing me to translate these messages. All right, let's get to your reading. The overall energy of this reading is the Page of Swords in reverse. A lack of new learning, not seeing it a new way, not seeing. There's also a lack of communication here. It feels more like learning with this imagery. Someone isn't learning. Someone doesn't have the higher ground. Someone's very nervous, unable to move on. Unable to move on, unable to learn something new. They don't have the higher ground. Okay, who is this? What do we need to know about this person? This feels very nerve-wracking, very anxiety-producing type of energy. So nervous, can't move on. And the mind feels like it's very stuck in this like pattern. They're feeling very defenseless. Well, all right, anything. And then, okay, the Sun card is coming out. I think what I'm perceiving here is there's clarity coming through. That sunshine clarity of truth, of happiness. There's some type of light that's coming in, and whoever this is, it feels like they don't like the light. They don't want the truth. They don't want the disinfecting type of qualities that the sun has, because there's truth in it, and this person's very nervous about the truth coming out. They don't have the higher ground. They're very worried. Okay. Okay, now I see why. Okay, this person who's very worried, I can see why they were worried about the light of truth and justice coming through. This is someone who purposely blocks people, purposely manifests to block people. There's this justice, this energy of justice coming through. Not just the sunlight. People are seeing it. Clarity. People are seeing an awareness. And it's bringing with it justice. People are seeing this person. They don't have the higher ground. They have no defenses against what they've done. They haven't learned anything new from this experience. They can't move on from what they've done. It doesn't feel like it's necessarily a choice, an internal choice. I'm getting the feeling they can't move on from this because they've done something they can't justify, that people are seeing how how this person operated. This feels like someone getting caught. Someone who did something purposely to block you. They're very toxic. But they don't want to answer for their toxic behavior. It feels like I've got two energies here. I've got like the collective. People in the collective are seeing who this person is, seeing the lengths that they went to, seeing how cruel. There's no justification for this, no matter yeah, this person is getting justice. Let's see if we can get any closer to what exactly this is in regards to. High honors. Someone with high honors. Military and funeral. Okay. This feels like a fall from grace. Someone who had high honors, who was viewed as honorable. This is a disgrace, what's coming through, what's coming out. Someone might be in the military, around this, involved in this, and there's a funeral. Wow, this feels so specific. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Time, delay, procrastination. It's a timing thing. It feels like there's something, I get this feeling that it's been a matter of timing. I get the feeling that someone's run out of time. Recharge in reverse. They can't recharge. They can't escape this. They can't power out of this. They can't let go of this. They can't clear their mind of this because it's in the collective. It's in the environment. People are perceiving this, so they can't just like wish it away. Someone's salty, bitter, angry, petty. Feels like this person's falling from grace. They were someone with high honors, and or they might have hurt someone, created an injustice for someone who has high honors. And it feels like it might have just been out of anger, out of spite, bitterness. This is someone who doesn't respect boundaries. They don't want people to have healthy boundaries. They feel very entitled while they were doing whatever they did that was disgraceful. They felt very entitled to that energy. The bottom of the deck is the Tower. I feel like this person has been operating in a very entitled way, but their world is imploding on them, and it feels like everyone's seeing them. This is a fall from grace. Let's see what the funeral is about. Fire sign, and specifically King of Wands, and the way it's showing up, it feels like someone's looking at a death, looking into a death. There's a snake. I don't know if you can see the large snake coiling around the tree. So it feels like someone is seeing that there's a snake involved with a funeral. Wow, a king and queen of wands. It's a couple, but the way they're showing up, they've got their backs turned. So they're both looking at this funeral energy. It doesn't feel like they're being forthwith. They're not talking about something. There's a snake here. Justice is coming out upright. The devil in reverse. Magician in reverse. Someone did something horrible. Purposefully nasty. And they can't justify this. And they can't run away from it either. Wow. All right, let's keep going. The hidden blessing in this is the Two of Swords. Confusion, not sure what to do, what to think of things, this or that thinking. The way the Two of Swords energy is looking at what's going on about this reading, it feels like maybe willfully not wanting to see what's happening. Oh, nice. There's a hidden blessing here with Six of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Four of Wands in reverse. Hidden blessing. It feels like finances are coming in. There's some type of financial blessing. Someone knows who to give to now. They were confused, but now they know who to give to. Someone who's aligned. And then there's this unhappy home, unhappy celebration, a lack of celebration, a lack of partying, a lack of marriage, maybe a breakup of a marriage. There's no party going on here. And that's a blessing. That's a hidden blessing. That's so interesting. It feels like there's a blessing that you were blinded to what was going on. It was helpful that you couldn't see what was going on in this unhappy home, this place where there's no celebration. It feels like I get this feeling like it's good that you weren't seeing what was going on. By you being blinded to what was going on, it kept you safe. And it feels like whatever is going on here, that there's a shift in the energies. Feels like you have access to abundance and have resources and are looking away from this energy. There's alignment for you. There's happiness for you. There's abundance for you. Once you move away from whatever this is happening in this reading, whatever's going on, it feels like you have what it takes to move on from this with abundance, with love, with happiness. Okay. I'm not getting anything else, so I'll move on to what you're leaving behind is Eight of Pentacles. Leaving behind work, leaving behind a job, leaving behind finances, abundance. What's the viewer leaving behind? What are the most important messages? What do they need to know? Oh, someone who's really foolish with finances, reckless, someone, that feels like reckless finances, someone who maybe you work and create money and they're foolish and reckless with the money, with the finances. Oh, 10 of Cups in reverse. Someone who's just chooses to be unhappy as well. This feels like someone who is not abundant, or if they are abundant, they don't know how to really utilize the finances. They feel very reckless and foolish with money. They're very unhappy. This feels like someone who's in their emotions, someone who doesn't know how to heal and work with and process their own emotions, and they make everybody miserable. This is someone who's just overly emotional, unhappy. This feels like a very miserable person. And so you're leaving that behind. You're also leaving behind, moving on. I feel like you're moving on from this very chaotic energy, very fighting, a lot of chaos, a lot of fighting. It feels like you've learned a lot from this. You've had to face a lot of fears, but having to be constantly courageous against this energy is exhausting. Yeah, it feels like you're leaving behind having to protect your heart, having to be so strong, and there's a lot of having to protect yourself, having to be strong, having to amp up, having, to protect yourself against whatever this person is. It feels like you're leaving that kind of having to be defensive, protective against this person who's falling from grace. That justice is coming out. All right, moving on to how to get the most of this energy is 8 of Swords in reverse. Deconstructing, letting go of beliefs that keep you trapped, that don't serve you. Letting go of beliefs that don't serve you, that keep you trapped, that keep you small. Letting go of limiting beliefs, maybe deconstructing from these toxic energies, deconstructing patriarchy, deconstructing white supremacy, deconstructing hierarchy. Some of you are deconstructing religion. A lot of beliefs, programs, that how you were raised. It feels like your how to get the most of this is kind of sifting through your beliefs. What beliefs serve you and what beliefs give your power away to others? What beliefs serve you and your abundance, and what beliefs keep you limited and lacking? There's a lot there. All right, moving on to what's supporting you in this energy is the 5 of Wands in reverse. Feels like there's a break in the chaos and a calm after a fight that's supporting you. Yeah, it feels like it's after a tower. Some type of tower, some type of something has imploded, some delusion. Someone was hiding in a tower in a delusion. And it feels like what's supporting you is after this reality implodes, after someone falls from grace, there's it feels like there's a calm afterwards as people are reworking and figuring out what is reality, what really happened here. It looks like there's someone who's nasty communications, very toxic, not wanting. It feels like what's supporting you is that you've got some type of communication that's very toxic, like you've been keeping the emails, the text messages, whatever, about how mean, cruel this person is. How they're mean communication to keep you dependent on them, to keep you from your independence. Yeah, they don't want you to be alone, or they don't want you to find support in others. They don't want you to heal. It feels like what's supporting you is if you're not communicating with this energy. Feels like maybe a gray rocking strategy, going no or low contact. And what's supporting you is the High Priestess. Feels like you have your intuition to guide you through this. You're very intuitive, tuning in. So you won't know when in this type of situation, when utilizing your intuition, you're not going to get like a map and I know, and now I'll do this, and then next week I'll do that, and da. Intuition is like the GPS in your car, minus the map, but the prompts, the verbal prompts. Next light, turn right. So until you get to and close to it's time to take action, that's when your intuition hits. Timing, when it's time, and when to make moves. So it feels like what's supporting you is your intuition, cutting communication with this person, gray rocking, not giving them any emotions. This feels like someone very desperate, and they want to come in and wound you. Their world has collapsed or is collapsing, and it feels like this person wants to take it out on you, at least verbally, that I'm getting here. Messages, blame. I think this person is used to, with high honors, getting away with this type of behavior because of whatever position they hold, because they've done it so much. But it's not working, and it's definitely not working on you. It's coming out in the environment. The collective is seeing this. And it feels like you're not responding to this anymore. Wow. All right. What to be mindful of is the devil in reverse. Addictions, codependency. Be mindful of detaching from this toxic energy, from whatever this is for you personally. Deconstructing from codependency as well. Being mindful of people saying this is love, this is loving, but you're not feeling love. This feels like trauma bonds, codependency. This isn't love. If you have to center someone else, if someone demands, the only way I can receive love is if you let go of you and everything and center me. That's not loving. It feels like whoever this is, they've got a very, very skewed position on what is and isn't love. Wow. It's coming to light. With the moon in reverse, what was hidden is now being seen. It's time to be very strategic about this, about what's going on. Make plans as things are coming to light. Detaching from this. Feels like there's a lot going on. There's actual things, moves, and decisions to be made in the 3D. And there's also some internal work, some healing, some deconstructing. From being manipulated, codependent, toxic structures, hierarchies. Wow. Let's see if there's what's the strategy in regards to? Is there anything specifically? Main female in reverse. So there might be another, there might be a second female, a toxic. And so there's a need to be strategic with someone who's the main female in reverse that did not have success in love. So this could be a third party, maybe. The house. Strategizing about the house. Legal matters around the house. You need to be strategic. Your guides want you to be smart about this. As things come to light, there's a main female in reverse, someone who's not the main female, that didn't get success in love. And there's something coming to light to be strategic about the house and legal matters. Let's see if we can get anything else. That's a lot else. Get out there. Don't isolate yourself. Find support. Family, friends. Find support. Do you have balanced support around you? Do you have people who can circle their wagons around you that can help you? That feels very important right now. To really know who's on your side and find out. Don't isolate. Support groups, therapy. Feels very important. Epiphany in reverse. Feels like there's a lot of ideas, a lot of self-reflection to be had. It looks like you have a lot of untapped talents, that there is laughter after this to heal, to choose to be happy and joyful. With all these energies, that feels like really? This is very intense. Let me kind of run through this one more time, kind of pull it all together, and then I'm going to do an extended. So what I've got here is the overall energy is someone who doesn't learn, someone who lies, who's deceptive. It feels like they're telling a lot of lies. They don't have the higher ground. They can't hide from this. This is very unjustified behavior. They can't move on from this. They can't escape this. They can't just walk away from this. This is causing incredible amounts of insecurity, instability, anxiety. And this is someone who has high honors, is being seen for this deception, these lies, this something indefensible, something inexcusable. They don't have the higher ground here. And it's coming to light. People are seeing this. Time's up for this person. They don't know how to heal. They're feeling bitter and angry. They take advantage of people's boundaries or lack of boundaries. They feel very entitled. They disrespect people's boundaries. They make it so people can't defend themselves. This is very purposeful. Justice is coming in. Justice is shedding light on this very toxic energy. Someone purposefully being cruel. This wasn't an accident. This is very planned and purposeful. Someone manifested this. There's a funeral here and a military, some type of military energy. And then there's a couple, a king and queen of wands. But they're not talking. They're looking at this funeral energy. Someone who's passed. They're seeing, the king of wands is definitely seeing there's a snake here. Something, this couple is seeing this deception by this person that supposedly has high honors. Wow. Again, so what's in the hidden blessings is there's some type of confusion that people are now starting to see, where they couldn't see, they are seeing about this event that wasn't a celebration. It was a catastrophe. It was an unhappy home. There's no celebration here. There's no happiness. So it's a hidden blessing that it's coming to light. People are seeing this. There's also this hidden blessing of abundance and happiness. After this, it feels like fast forward, there's much life after whatever this is that's happening. There's abundance to be had. There's blessings. There's happiness. There's joy. There's love. Fertility. There's resources. So this isn't an end, the end. It's just an ending of whatever this person with high honors, a fall from grace. It looks like, so what you're leaving behind is someone who is foolish with money, someone who's miserable and makes everybody in the environment miserable. It looks like you're leaving behind having to constantly guard against this person, protect yourself against this person. How to get the most of this energy is deconstructing from it. Deconstructing from trauma bonds, from codependency, deconstructing from white supremacy, colonization, hierarchy, patriarchy, anything that says that someone is allowed to lord over you and treat you any way they see fit. Maybe even religious deconstruction here. And what's supporting you is these towers collapsing, the delusions, the illusions are collapsing, they're imploding. And it feels like there's communication coming in from whoever's falling from honor towards you. Blame, anger, somehow like just nasty. I think recognizing that it's not about you. They don't want you to be independent. They don't want you to be by yourself. It feels like this person is somehow blaming you or trying to shift the blame onto you for their fall, for their behavior, for their actions. It looks like what's supporting you is going no contact, no or low contact, not engaging, not giving them any of your energy, and using your intuition to guide you. What to be mindful of is toxic trauma bonds, codependency. There's not love here. There might be addiction and obsession, but that's not love. So maybe getting help from therapists and support groups around codependency, breaking the cycles, seeing things clearly. There's also a message here as things come to light to be strategic, to strategize. There's a main female in reverse and success in love in reverse as well, to be strategic. And then there's something about the house and legal matters. So again, strategize. Find support. Find an attorney. Find support groups. Find therapists. Find friend groups. Create. If you don't have it, find out where you're lacking and create that support for yourself so you can get through this. All right, I'm going to move on to Patreon and continue with this reading. So if this is your reading and you want more information regards to health, relationships, creativity, new opportunities, and career and finance, then I will continue this reading. We're about halfway through. So, all right. If you're leaving here, have a great day. If you're going over to Patreon and joining me, there's a link in the description box below. It takes you right over to Patreon. I'll see you there. Have a great day.